My name is Tracci Dial. I'm a local news anchor for NBC Right Now in the Tri-Cities, Washington. I was one of those kids who kind of always knew what I wanted to do when I grew up. I knew I wanted to be a journalist. I didn't know whether that was going to be print, radio, television. Fresh out of my freshman year in college, I got an opportunity to work at a TV station behind the scenes. I was pushing buttons, directing shows, and soon after that, I just worked my way up to news anchor there. I actually started out in radio. That was my first news job. I was 19 years old and started out as a radio journalist. And soon after that, I got a job at a TV station behind the scenes at KLEW in Lewiston, Idaho, and then eventually worked my way up to anchor there. And when it was time to move on, I applied all over the nation. Ended up getting an offer here in Tri-Cities, and I have a ton of family here in Tri-Cities, so it was a really easy move for me. And once I moved here, I've just continued to sign contracts, moved up from weekend anchor to evening anchor, and I may never leave. I always say I'm humble to a fault, and perhaps there's not a lot of humility in that statement, but I do get those comments often that I'm so helpful or I've been a mentor to young ladies. Like I said, most of the time, they're very young people coming into this job. And not even just at work, but I go out into schools or community events for Seroptimists or whatever it may be and talk with young women specifically. Because whether we like it or not, I mean, things are changing now that it's 2020. The female empowerment trend that's going is one of my favorite things. But women especially need to know that they really can do whatever they want to, that it's not just a man's world anymore. So I try really hard to make sure the women know that they can be the best. Winning the ATHENA Young Professionals Award is truly such an honor. I was so surprised. I can hardly put it into words. I do not take this lightly. I've been to the Women in Business Conference before. I've taken part in some of the workshops or even served as moderator on some of the side panels. And I've seen people go up there and accept these awards and always thought so highly of them, and never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined that I would get to go up on that stage and accept this award as well. So truly, I am so honored for all of the people who sent in testimonials for me, for my boss Jana for nominating me, and just for being able to be a part of such a wonderful day. You know, women-based conferences do so much for women. People who go to them, a lot of them get promotions the next year. They become more confident in everything they do. So I just want to thank everyone who puts on this wonderful event and truly say thank you. I'm honored.